Rivers on for the extra point. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
To throw is Rivers. Henry's got it out on the left side. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
Set, we're okay, we're okay. Four down, check, set, 380.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Wider.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back, and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead, it works opposite.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs.
We got trips over here. Trips over here. That's overload. Overload.
White.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And this is complete. It's Allen. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Double tight. Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
80 hot. 3 hot.
Throwing Rivers. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Sturgis for the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He's going to rifle one deep left side, and it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
Here we go. Here we go. I got 29.
You better be afraid of me.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And this is incomplete. The intended receiver was Rashard Higgins. And it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Gone, 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 gone. Hot.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Leopard, leopard.
Kill.
Over.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Watch that in. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 4 down. Alert.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. He sets to fire deep. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Hey, we got 3 down.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, 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 gone. Hot.
57 the mic. 57.
Watch it now, Barney. Over.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Over.
Record.
Watch him now, Barney. Watch him now, Barney.
Here's Mayfield. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Leopard.
Tight right. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down.
Gun.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Antonio Callaway with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out come the Chargers. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's Rivers. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd?
Hey, watch 28.
Ready. Black 11. White. White.
Mike, 53, Mike.
Hurry up.
From the gun, Rivers. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
No. Check. Patriot.
Mayfield on first down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
You got 4.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Barney.
On second down, Johnson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
From the 2 now, second and goal.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
They'll run for him with Hyde. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this.
Let's go.
The Browns on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is third and goal.
4 down. Check. 4 down.
Leopard.
Mayfield now. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Darren Fells, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Maybe a free play here for Rivers. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Everyone's got 4 down.
Red. 80.
53 is the lane.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Hey.
Alert. 3 down. Hey, watch 13.
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a yard, and just like that, it's third down. Now Rivers. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Lucky 56.
Following the interception, Mayfield able to get away. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Brandon Mebane getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
57. Mike, 57.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. The Browns on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gordon. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Detroit!
57's the mic. Watch 56.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
To throw, Mayfield. And his throw here's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
I want that. Give me that ball. Watch him now, Barney.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Gone!
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Forced out to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
4 down, 4 down.
Detroit! 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 Gun! 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 Gun!
Now Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns add on to their lead.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. They find some open field here. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Rivers now, and it's incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Tight end right. Tight end's right.
To throw again. Rivers. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Get him, boys.
Keep it skinny.
Rivers now from the 50. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Tight right. Hey, 4 down.
Rivers on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Out of his end zone, Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. A very solid gain of 27.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
4 down.
Over. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They go play action here on 1st down. Fights him off. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Joey Bosa. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
What are you doing?
Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Check.
Over.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. Dancing to his left. And he's got some space here. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
Watch it now, Barney.
We got 3. Watch the edge.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a 1st down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now Gordon on 1st down. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Close to right.
Done. 52, Mike.
Rivers now on 2nd down. Being chased out left. Rivers looking a little nimble there as he picks up a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Three down.
Set. Delta.
Check that. We got 52.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This fielded at the 2. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now the Browns coming out on the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Everyone's got 4 down. Joker.
Over.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eyes are telling me something I'm having trouble believing. 5 touchdown passes. He's thrown 5 in this game. Are you kidding me?
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Chargers getting set to go. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 21.
4 down.
Set. 380.
Play action now. Rivers. Man open left side. It's Williams. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. He's going to air one out. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Throwing, Rivers sets up the screen to Gordon. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. The Chargers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
White.
We got 4 down.
Rivers again. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Charger first down. Rivers hooking up with Allen.
Here we go. Yeah, Rocky.
Play it.
First down, Rivers. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the rookie Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Leopard! Gun!
Following the interception, Mayfield steps away. Now he'll throw deep left side. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. It's Jaleel Adai who brings him down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Watch it now, Barney! Detroit!
57's the mic.
Here's Mayfield. Fighting to stay upright. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Brandon Mebane in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now Benjamin. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Hurry up!
Mike, 53, Mike.
Right here.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Ten's the mic.
Hey, go orange.
Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. E.J. Gaines the one that time to knock it away. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Mike, 53 is the mic. He's scared.
Behind!
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. Derek Kindred there to get a hand on that one.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight, He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Watch 28.
Ahead!
Push him back. Push him back.
8 hot!
Desperation time. Rivers on fourth down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Tight end. Watch tight end. Tight right. Tight right.
From the red zone now, Rivers shakes off the sack. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Hey!
Tight end left. 4 down. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Melvin Gordon, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. And now Rivers will lead the Chargers up to go for 2. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Snags it for the pick. It's a foot race. He's at the 40.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Melvin Ingram, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The Browns on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Detroit! Detroit!
Check tight end. Check tight. Check tight.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Returning, it's Benjamin. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 27.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
A first down throw here for Rivers. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Emmanuel Ogbah. Able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Hey, Rocket! Sit! 380!
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Space to maneuver at the 40. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Rivers now to throw on first down. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
12. 0.
Mike 10.
Throwing again. Rivers. This is caught. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. So now a big play coming up as the Chargers are going to go for 2. Now Rivers. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They go play action here on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Watch you now, Barney.
36. 52's the mic, boys. 52.
Watch you now, Barney.
Watch the twist. Check 4.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. So that'll back them up 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. The Browns on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Gun!
Here's Mayfield. Steps away to his left. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. And off the crossbar, and it kicks back out. Needed maybe a foot or two, but it's no good as it stands. And this score will stay right where it is. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10.
Watch left. Stop right there.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey. You got three down.
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Alert. 3 down.
Back to throw. Forced out to his left. Shrugs it. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Emmanuel Agba in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So that one will be accepted. And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long.
Let's go. Here we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
But, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for the Browns, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for our visitors, it's loss number 3 for them on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.